Okay, so we're gonna try to impress Yuri, I guess, because I mean she seems so cute and she's probably the only person that seemed normal out of all of them. I mean, Sarah's good and all, she's my best friend, but she's a little bit too dumb. Well, that's a little bit harsh, but let's face the truth, she is quite clumsy as well. Natsuki, the crazy tsundere, no thanks. I mean, she goes on and off all the time, and Monica, no, just I don't, I don't see it. So let's show it to Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Hopefully it is. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Hmm? Did I say that out loud? Yes, you did, darling. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh my god. Ah, you're such an adorable person, and you know that too well. He's going to hate me. Why exactly? Can you tell me why? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Haha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metamorphs indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. I don't know how to answer you to that one, so... Lucky guess? I don't know. Really? Whoa, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It is. This is actually my first time, really. Brother. I mean, you must be completely lucky to be able to impress her. But then again, we did aim for the right words, so... kudos. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. Sure! I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a right style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Completely did. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. And then there's me. My stammering hasn't disappeared yet. Why? Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. Oh, wait. Was that directly aimed at me? Oh, wait. It was for the character, wasn't it? Shit. Never mind, Yuri. You know what? Sometimes I get a little cray-cray if I don't know, there's two people living inside my head. Nope, not exactly. It's just one person controlling me all the time. And you know what? Screw it. Just forget it, Yuri. Just forget it. Don't blame me. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. True that, it might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Shit, why don't you just tell me? I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Okay, you know what? You have a point. Got it. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Neither do I, buddy. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, but when you have low self-esteem, what exactly can you get? I mean, you really like a person, then you want to impress them with the thing that you love to do, and if you fail, it's gonna be terrible because, oh shit, they'll be like, oh, I thought you were good at it, then it turns out that you're not that good. Yeah, and that's something everyone would like to hear. So, yep, I am on the same boat with her, I guess. Oh, man, I cannot read this hand style. Oh, Ghost Under the Lights. Okay, maybe if I concentrate hard enough. The blend lights of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Bathing? That? Yeah, I think it is. Could be. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the rest of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I breathe. Bath. I was pretty sure it was breathe, but no, it is bath, as far as I see it. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. There's no way I can read any of this. Like, I mean, I could assume that it means breathe, but it's basically bath. Like, compared to this word, jeez. Like, I hate head. I mean, it's pretty and all, but it's too hard to read. Heck no. But it was otherwise very good. The poem was pretty good. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. That's not what I just said. I just said it was pretty but hard to read. And I mean, that's the beauty of calligraphy. You write beautifully even though you cannot really read it that well, because you know it's somehow based on the beauty of the way you write, not what you want to say exactly. Although if you do say the right thing, for example, something connected with love or luck or health, and you have to write it in a calligraphy kind of way with the beautiful handwriting, even if you cannot understand it, you just know the meaning of it. Makes it even more beautiful, doesn't it? Maybe I'm just the only one with that opinion. Well. But otherwise, it ain't terrible, girl. She agrees. Yes. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. She knows. Oh shit, just the cover, she knows everything. The embarrassment, the misery, you know what? Just open that window, I'll jump out of there myself. I don't need Natsuki to go and throw me out of it. I'll just do it my own self. I just don't read script very often. Yeah, that as well. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. We're in the same boat, same opinion. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Okay, why is this dude saying the same shit I am? I'm kinda scared. Or maybe it's just I can predict what the game was gonna say as well. Oh, could be that. Even though it's short out, it was really descriptive. Bleh. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. Aw. And I'm glad you wrote it. It was very beautiful, it really was. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Oh my fucking god, really? Something easy to digest, I suppose. You could have just hit me with something even harder, I was gonna get it anyway. Maybe, depends. Sometimes you can write things that are too deep and you're like, I cannot really understand what the writer wants to say. Because why? Symbolism, that's why. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Didn't she say that? I don't remember. Huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I don't really remember it being about a ghost either. Okay, there's something wrong here. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. See, this is what exactly I was talking about. Symbolism, the hardest thing to distinguish, because you just have to sit and think, what exactly does the writer wants to say? And what exactly is going through their mind, their feeling, the environment, everything. You just have to think outside of the box sometimes. And that's what's the fun thing about poems, or literature in general. Yeah. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's so dramatic. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Yeah, it is. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Just take a compliment and say thank you. That's all I need. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you. Thank you. Me too. She's such a sweet person. Who else? Let's go with Natsuki, I guess. Although I'm kinda scared how she's gonna react to it. She'll probably flip everything around me. Being that she's unpredictable. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. Shit. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. What are you trying to tell me? It said I can't really read what exactly I wrote because I only wrote a few words. Man, it was gonna be badass if I were to see what exactly it has written down, although it was gonna be probably very serious if you pick something with the word depressing and then all of a sudden you put skirt in there. But then again, you can interpret it in many ways, so maybe it depends on the person really. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I was expecting that. I was expecting you just beat me up, kill me, shot me, or throw me out of the window and then stage it as a suicide. Where exactly did I went with that? Anyway, I'll pass for the best of us. Both of us. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Well, see, this is a little bit easier to read. Let's go with this. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I actually like this style because it has a ring to it, especially fly, try, that's like a rhyme. Well, it is a rhyme. That's actually pretty good, but then again it's hard to understand what exactly she means by that. I mean, I guess what she means is that every animal can do something special, but human beings, we are not that special. We just, how should I put it? We need extra help. And I mean, for example, if you want to fly, what, you gotta use a plane or air balloon, something like that. Man, we're pretty boring. I don't like that. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. What? It got me thinking. It wasn't so bad. See? Even he likes it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because. That's it. Because. Why? Why are you making it so hard for me? Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I mean, you can even write the simplest thing, really. And I mean, if you write it well enough so you can just say what exactly you want to say. Oh yeah, they have a point. That's true. You don't have to put fancy words all the time. As long as the reader can understand it, I guess. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I mean, everybody can read it. They can understand you. Understand it, I mean the poem, but at the same time understands you, what you want to say. Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really I cannot read at all. Disheartening. See, it wasn't so hard. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Hey, yeah, that was exactly what I was wondering. It was kind of weird when it just went, yeah, we have a pretty rhyme, then all of a sudden it ended with, what exactly did it end it with? But we can only try? Something like that? No, wait, that was the second phrase. I forgot what the last one was. Not done. Anyway, that's exactly what I was thinking. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. Yeah! Kinda think of it, there was something there. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I mean, you don't have to be old to be able to teach someone something. I mean, as long as you're good at it, you can teach everyone around you if they are willing to learn. I decide to humor her with the last comment. Oh, with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah, maybe for the better. Okay, let's go with Sayori, buddy boy. This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course, it's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Probably not. Probably you aren't. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Yeah, okay, yeah, that too. Yeah, sure. Of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. I mean, you can always get used to it and even like it. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Well, she did give you a little bit of a nudge, and that worked out for you, I guess. And that's a good thing, you actually learned something about yourself. You didn't know you could write poems, but now you do. So you should be thanking her. She did something good. Knowing how much this meant to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Yeah, let's see what you got. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Shut up, don't say it like that. We'll see about that. Oh, she has a very pretty handwriting. I'm jealous. This is like a letter, so that'll be interesting. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh my god, she nailed it at the last part. Oh my god, she started off so well, and she even put a rhyme in there, and then all of a sudden, I want breakfast. How could you? I must admit, she actually made it pretty funny. I mean, you were expecting something beautiful, and then all of a sudden, it became joyful. Oh my god, that was actually good. I think I like this one the best for some reason. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Are you sure? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit or to a yes or no question. Somebody's busted. I forgot to do it last night. Oh, you've still a little head. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Yeah, I mean, it sounded very good at the beginning, and then she realized, oh, everything is beautiful, the day is beautiful, there's sunshine outside, cold, breezy air. I'm hungry, I want breakfast. Yeah, that kind of sounds like, I think, Most people would relate to this. Even I could relate to that. Oh, it's beautiful and sunny. I'm still hungry though. I mean, it's early in the morning. What can you expect? Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. See, you have to mention the last notes. You had to. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Kinda believe you there. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. That was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, so what we have left is Monica. Let's see what you got. Yamda-chan. Hi, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I won't be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job! I was going all in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Is it? I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Hey, do not... I mean, okay, maybe you have a point, but do not underestimate me. That makes me hurt. That hurts my feelings. I guess I underestimated you. A lot! It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Kinda guessed that. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. You cannot pronounce. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. She does. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. But don't worry so much about it. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Yeah, because that's how it always works. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Are you sure, Monica? Are you sure? Because right now, I feel like I need to try very hard to impress Yuri-chan. If only you knew. Maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not gonna ask you. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, wow, that's a pretty long one. Looks good as well. Let's see. Hole in the wall. That's pretty direct. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle produces. protrudes. What the fuck is this? Ugh. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, scratching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. My god, this is so confusing to me. What the fuck? Okay, so this is both symbolism and then direct approach as well, because what you're trying to describe the hole, the eyes, I mean, how the way you actually see something, the way you visualize it. At least that's what I got out of it. But that was so. But it was pretty good. But still, it was kind of weird. So what do you think? It's very weird. That's what I think. End of story. It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Yeah, exactly. It is freeform. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Have they? When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. That was the inspiration behind this one. Yeah, I mean, if you change the tonation of it, it does sound like that. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other anyway. Here's Monica's rain tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yeah, actually that sounds pretty good. It's actually kinda true. Oh man, you amaze me, girl. So just move your hand and go with the flow. You said it. No need for anything else. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, so I have no idea. That sounded pretty nice. Yet at the same time, I don't know how to feel about all of this. But she had a point. That goes with everything. It's not only about writing. You just have to think of it like that for absolutely everything, including the things you try to do. So there's a lot of truth in that. Really liked it.